Today, we're gonna go over those whiskeys that you need to hunt now in the month of November. Oh yeah, I decided to make this video. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Carlos. Thank you for joining me here on the Whiskey Corner. Beep, 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 beep. That's my rendition of air horns. Yeah, I know. I sounded very much like them. Now, but thank you guys for stopping by, checking out the video, and checking out the channel. You guys are all awesome. Please do me some favors. And, well, I'll get to some other favors at the end of the video. But for right now, the only favor I ask of you is for you to subscribe, because every little bit counts. And I appreciate it if you're not yet subscribed, you subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers and you could help me get there. So I appreciate you guys, and hopefully we can get there before the end of the year. Now, what are we doing today? We are going over some bottles that, quite honestly, you guys need to go out and hunt right now, because they are hitting the shelves, or they actually have been hitting the shelves. So yeah, you should probably start looking into some of these, right? Not all of them do I agree that need to be hunted, and not all of them am I actually going to hunt. But I wanted to give you guys a list of what is out there, right? What has become available. Now, this list is gonna be very predominant to the Tampa and Central Florida area, because here we have just gotten some of these things that have dropped in the last week or two, when they probably should have dropped back in September or early October. But hey, we're slow over here in getting stuff, but some stuff is definitely releasing, and it was probably releasing in your area as well. So first, before we get into that, I'm gonna do a little inaugural cheers. So I have one of these bottles in here in my Glen. So let's go in for a cheers. Cheers, y'all. That is good. That is really good. I'm liking that. So there are some that I left off of this list, right? Just because, I don't know, like a Booker's, right? I'm always gonna be hunting a Booker's, but there's other places that find it very easily, right? And I guess I should have put the Booker's in here because the 03 2024 already came out, and shortly the 04 2024 is about to come out. So, I mean, you could always hunt for those. Just know that they hit kind of randomly, or at least here in Florida they do. I think the 03 just started hitting, but it's been in Georgia for a while, and probably in other places for a little bit as well. So either way, I'll just have that one as like a honorable mention. But along those lines of batch releases, we have obviously the main two that people go out and kind of go crazy for as well. Not too crazy, obviously, but people start buying the different ones, especially the C batches of these. And this is what I call the twins, because there's Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and Larceny Barrel Proof. So the C batches just started hitting Florida, I believe in the last 2 weeks. So we have been getting some stores that have been randomly getting the C924 of the ECBP, and then the Larceny C924 has been around probably for 3 weeks now, and that one's more readily available. But the ECBP, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, is just starting to hit the shelves, and not everybody has it yet, right? So I expect to see that more as we get towards Thanksgiving. But those are definitely two that I mean, you should be hunting. It should be on your wish list, and go and get those. Now, there are a lot of other ones that release around this time every year, right? Most of these actually do that. And one of the ones that I will say that is probably the one that everybody is trying to get around this time is Old Forester. Nope, not a barrel strength, but the birthday bourbon. Birthday bourbon from Old Forester usually comes out in the fall, usually comes out around this time. They put out that sweepstakes or that raffle, whatever, that you have to go and pick up the bottle if you win. I've never gotten picked for that, never known anybody that got picked for that. But the cool thing is that they're starting to hit the shelves, at least here in Tampa or in Central Florida. They're going to a lot of our, how do you call it, grocery liquor stores, or our big box stores like Sam's Club and Costco, our Publix, our Winn-Dixie's. They're starting to hit those shelves. So if you are a fan of the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, I would say be on the lookout, because that is starting to hit some shelves. Yes, sometimes at some higher prices, but most of the time, not either at MSRP or not too much over. So definitely something to look into. Now, along with those lines, another one that usually gets released around this time is the one that I just did an inaugural cheers with, and that is a Midwinter's Night Dram. So this one right here is Act 9. So what, 3 years ago? Because we're on Act 12 right now. And as you can see, I'm a little low on it. So I'm actually on the fence if I'm gonna buy this year's, right? I still haven't come across one yet, but I do see that they're hitting some of the big box stores. So I'm probably gonna buy it if I'm able to get it at a good price. And I've heard that people have been going and getting them for like about $150, right? The big box stores like our Total Wines, they'll sell them for like $200, $175 to $200. So if I find one at $150, I'm probably gonna pull the trigger and come home with an Act 12. I mean, just because this one is kind of getting low. Now, can I probably wait until next year? Yeah, but it's good to have at least that peace of mind that I already have one sitting there for whenever I finish this. Now, Beam has been putting out some really good stuff. I mean, the Jim Beam Winter Harvest or Winter Haven has just come out. I heard that is pretty good, and then I tasted it at a bottle share. Shout out to Chris B, where he brought it, and that's a really good $23 bottle, $25 bottle. Now, on top of that, they're releasing some really good stuff, like the Bookers, but they just released their Knob Creek 18, their batch 3. This is batch 2 that I have here. I got this one last year, but batch 3 has already been hitting the shelves. I actually picked one up for a friend of, for North Tampa Bottle Club brother, maybe like 2.5 weeks ago. So they're definitely hitting the shelves. And if you're able to find it at some really good prices, then I would definitely try to get one. Now, I didn't get one this year because at least for me, Knob Creek 18, it's not really my thing, but this one is my thing right now, and that is Baker's 13. So as you can see here, I did get a bottle for this year, but these are hitting the shelves right now, and I was lucky enough to walk into my big box store, but it was a wholesale store. It was a Costco, where they had that at $125, which was an amazing price, because I know last year I was seeing some at $150 at the lowest, but they were shooting up to like $250, right? Which was crazy. And then to be able to get it out the door for $125, yeah, I was in all day on that. I was like, shut up and take my money. But it's hitting the shelves right now, guys. So you might be able to go out and find it and check those big box stores. If you're in a state where you can actually buy liquor from Costco or Sam's Club or your grocery stores, then you're gonna be at an advantage because that's usually where they have these bottles for MSRP or very close to them, right? Now, one that I've never seen in person at MSRP. Every time that I've seen this, it's been way over, but it has been hitting some shelves, I've heard. I haven't seen it personally, but it has been hitting some shelves here, and that is Maker's Mark Cellar Age 2024. This is obviously not Cellar Age, this is the Heart release, but they have a similar bottle and label, right? So they are hitting the shelves right now, and you might be able to find some at really good prices, but you gotta go out there and try to find them quick, right? Because they are being snagged up. So hopefully you guys are able to get one if that is your thing. But yeah, it's not my thing, so I won't be hunting for it. But if you like the cellar aged and if you can get it at a good price, oh, I would definitely be hunting for it if I were you. Now, this has not hit in my area yet. And it's crazy because I thought it would have already, because I've known that it's hit other states, but Remus Repeal 8 should be out and hitting pretty quickly. So this is the 6, this is the last one that I've got because I really didn't like how the 7 tasted, but 8 is supposed to come out and it's supposed to be better juice. I'm still on the fence if I'm actually gonna buy a bottle, but it should be out soon. So it's definitely something that you guys should go out there and hunt. I mean, I'm just saying. Remus is usually good, and I know a lot of people that love the 7. I know a lot of people that love the 6. The 5 for me was probably the better one that I've tasted, or the best one that I've tasted, but to each their own. Maybe this 8 is gonna align with one of those palettes and it's gonna be a banger. So definitely look for it. Last one that I'm gonna talk about is a little bit, well, not the last one because it's the second to last. Last one is a group, right? But there's old Overholt 11-year cast strength. So this is 10-year cast strength. This was from last year. And this year, they're going to do an 11-year-old cast strength. So this was pretty freaking good. Old Overholt is doing their thing. Yes, I know, it's a rye. And I'm gonna make a shirt. There's gonna be a shirt out soon that says, I'm not a rye guy, but ... We were actually talking about it on the live stream the other day. But this actually is a really good rye. I do enjoy this rye. There's nothing that I find like overpowering or that like kind of like disgusts me when I taste other ryes, but this is really good. So I'll probably be looking for that 11-year-old cast strength, and it's not too much money. I think it's like $100 or something like that, or less than it. But if I can find it at a good price, oh yeah, I'll definitely be getting one of those. Lastly, BTAC. BTAC is out, guys. BTAC is out. Now is the time. Unfortunately here, we're still probably getting 2023 bottles. It won't be till the end of the year or early next year that the 2024s will be dropping, at least in our areas, right? But you never know, could get lucky. Whether it's a 23 or a 24, if I can get my hands on a BTAC at MSRP or close to it, you know I'm gonna budge, right? I'm definitely gonna buy one. So definitely start checking your area and see if those are dropping. Well guys, those are the bottles that I believe you should be hunting. Obviously not all of them, or maybe all of them. It all depends on your palate. See what you most align with, and then see what it is that you can purchase this fall hunting season now in November. Well, let me know what are the ones from this list that you're hunting the most, comment below. Love talking back and forth with you guys. Even though I'm a little slow on replying back to the comments, I do love hearing from you guys and having that conversation. So please like or dislike this video. Please subscribe, because that will really help me out. Check out the Patreon in the description. We start out at like $3 a month, so you might think that's like very minimal, but every $3 definitely helps out tremendously. Supports the channel and lets me do stuff like this and buy bourbon, and you get some good giveaways. Actually, we're doing a giveaway now and a quarterly bottle giveaway as well. So yeah, check out the Patreon. It's gonna be in the description. Would love to see you there. Lastly, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this Midwinter's Night Dram, and I want you to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.